Hey, so good morning. I don't know, I guess I'm fired up and passionate this morning, and I've been doing a lot of thinking about a lot of negative comments about keto. Sorry, that's Bella voicing her opinion. And I want to kind of do a video on a superfood salad today, but I also want to rant a little bit about the negativity towards a keto diet. Okay, so number one, see that back there over my shoulder? Okay, I'm gonna walk over there. These are my Disney buckets, okay? They're popcorn buckets you can buy for $10 at any of the Disney parks, okay? And for $10, you get that bucket and you get popcorn. And then it's like $3 to $5 to refill the bucket. Okay, so popcorn, the most inflammatory food on the planet is corn. Okay, so you've got families walking around the Magic Kingdom and Bella, it's okay, nobody's there. You've got buckets that are souvenir buckets that can cost you $30. And still, and it's really interesting to see people hang them around their neck and they're just mindlessly eating this massive inflammatory food, popcorn, and they're just mindlessly all day in the park doing this, okay? So when I'm getting ready to go to the Magic Kingdom, on that parchment paper right back there, I have prepared original pork rinds. What I've done is I've browned some butter, I've poured it over the pork rinds and stirred it up and then stuck it in my oven for about 10 to 15 minutes on 350 and baked the butter into the pork rind so that the pork rind now is crisp again. And I cool it and I put it in those popcorn buckets. And I take that with us when we go to the park. And when we want a snack, because you know, popcorn, it is the best smelling snack on the planet. When you're walking around and you're smelling that, it gets that olfactory bulb going and your joule factor going, and you want a snack, right? Well, we pop open the lid, we eat a couple pork rinds. It's nutrient dense, fat and protein, zero inflammatory, zero sugar snack, and it is dense in the nutrients, so 3 to 5 pork rinds and you're good to go for hours in the park. And so when we're mindlessly eating popcorn, we can go through 3 or 4 of those buckets in a day. Anybody can, not us because we don't eat corn anymore, but people that say that the keto diet is bad for you are the people that are not even researching what foods they're putting in their body and what it's doing to their body. I think as a planet, we can agree that sugar is very bad for your health and that sugar is the leading cause of heart disease. And it's the sugar versus sugar plus the fat that causes heart disease. Okay, so I'm gonna bring you down. I'm sorry, but I'm all alone today. So it's just you and me and the camera. So while I rant, I'm gonna start making a salad. Now, I am using just a head of green cabbage that I have left over from making a pasta dish with the outside leaves. So that's why I've got a lighter green cabbage, because it's the inside. But cabbage has more vitamin C than lettuce. Now, how many people know that? Well, all of you that are gonna watch this video, now you know. So cabbage, thinly sliced, makes a really good fiber-dense salad. And you've gotta chew it, and you've gotta get those enzymes coming out of your cheeks inside to break down this cabbage and your body is absorbing all that great nutrition and the vitamin C. Oh, but keto's bad. Keto's not good for you. Okay, I had Keto Steve comment on my video, and he said that now my son knows that cabbage is a holy food. And you know, cabbage really is an amazing food. We eat Alfredo sauce on cabbage. We cut the cabbage into lean fettuccine shape noodles and steam it until it's tender, and we serve Alfredo sauce over it with shrimp or chicken. And I use cabbage in any pasta recipe. Cabbage does not give you any of the sulfur taste that you would normally get in a cabbage. Okay, here's my bowl. Okay, so I'm gonna put the cabbage back over here. I think that's enough cabbage. So to this, I'm gonna do my broccoli last because that really makes my cutting board dirty. So I'm gonna thinly slice some baby portobello mushrooms because keto's bad, you know, keto's really bad for you. And so we're gonna go crazy and put some portobello mushrooms in there. So anyways, reading some of the negativity from people who benefit the most from people not being on keto. That's what I find very interesting about the critics to the ketogenic diet. If you look at the critic and who's saying what, one, I want your eyebrows to go up and go, just don't tell me that keto is bad for me. Tell me why and show me the scientific evidence that you are basing your opinion off of. And I'll tell you this, if they can't provide me with the scientific evidence for me to research and me to educate myself with, I'm gonna dismiss their comments because they're not scientifically based. And then the more I look into it, the more I'm probably gonna find that it's financially based on their end. What are they losing financially by poo-pooing the keto diet? Okay, so many of you know that doctors are not required to take anything past general nutrition. So you ask your doctor if they like the ketogenic diet, and based on the amount of college education that they have on nutrition, they're the wrong person to ask. Now, you can ask them, what is your experience with the ketogenic diet? That is a much more accurate question because then you're getting the right answer. I don't have much experience with the ketogenic diet. However, okay, so everything that follows the however statement is their personal opinion. And if they start reciting medical research studies to support their negative opinion, ask them where you can find that and do your own research. One of the things that I do is I am a midwifery doula, and I help women become responsible for their own bodies. I help them visualize the kind of birth experience that they want. And I've been working on a program, and just this morning, no, last night, I was talking to my husband, Stevie, and I was telling Steven, do you realize that it has only been roughly 55 to 60 years that pregnancy and childbirth has become a medical condition, okay? That it is a medical issue. Beforehand, childbirth was not considered a medical issue. It was a life issue and a life experience, and most of it happened within the walls of our own home with very minimal medical input. Okay, most births were done at home through midwives, and it wasn't until after World War II that some of the medical advances made during the war were started to branch out in the medical field and be introduced into different modalities of medical care, and one of those was childbirthing. And what they found was that some of the pain relieving methods that they learned in the field during battle could really help a laboring mom with pain. And it still was widely used by midwives in home delivery. But nowadays, you roughly get 4 hours of hospital staff, 4 hours to go into labor and give birth to that baby. Then the choice is really up to the medical staff to create an issue that you need a cesarean section. Now, I know this can really get me into hot water and get a lot of complaints, but I want you to know that there is balance in all medical. And it has only been 150 years that medical has been medical. Just think about how young westernized medicine really is, and start doing your own research, because it isn't that old. You know what I mean? Doctors practice, and the assumption with practice is that they are learning new things, and they are researching, and they are trying. And one of the guys that I just love is John Lemansky. John Lemansky is an internist, and he biohacks on himself. I saw the other day on social media was a picture of him sitting in a chest freezer at home in ice water. And he is working on how to reverse the aging process at a cellular level. This is a doctor who is taking it upon himself to be his own guinea pig so that he can help his patients. And he is not helping his patients by listening to his pharmaceutical reps of the latest, greatest medication to medicate his patients with, but how to actually heal his patients and afford them a better life with better health, better nutrition, medication free. Do you get that? Medication free. What a world to be able to go back. That is chicken, by the way, my rotisserie chicken. To be able to go back in time when we were not ruled by the pharmaceutical companies, but we actually had physicians that wanted us to heal, be healthy, and not be dependent upon a drug which isn't making us healthy. So anyways, my big rant is, this is Gouda, by the way. My big rant is, I'm making a keto salad, and I have yet to experience one bad ingredient that I am putting in here. I hope you are recognizing that there is not one bad ingredient I am putting in this salad, okay? I should have got my cheese knife out. Cheese knives make everything so much easier. So we want a balance of fiber, carbs, and protein, 0 sugar, 0 grain that turns to sugar in our body, right? Now, is this salad just for me? No, no. My little girl, Bella, my little Maltese, she hears me knocking on the cutting board and she thinks somebody's knocking at the door. Isn't that funny? All right. I have some jalapeno hard-boiled eggs here, okay? And so I'm just gonna cut those into quarters, put them in my salad. So how do you make jalapeno hard-boiled eggs? You just hard-boiled eggs, put them in a jar, and fill the jar up with jalapeno juice. Oh, it gives them such a yummy bite. But it's not too hot like you're eating a jalapeno. It's nice and balanced. And the longer you leave them in the jar, the hotter they get. So, great way to get in some perfect protein-fat ratio with your hard-boiled eggs is just to stick them in a jar, fill it with jalapeno juice. Okay, I have a leftover slice of uncured smoked applewood bacon, and I'm just going to cut it into tiny little pieces. And let that spread throughout the salad. There we go. I think I've got everything in there that I had out. All right. Now you put in your salad whatever you want, right? So this is a really great dinner idea. And of course it's keto, so you know it's not healthy. And you know I'm being a brat, right? All right, let's get some herbs de Provence and some apple cider vinegar. And a shot of balsamic. So what I've got here is my Chosen Foods mayo. So made with avocado oil. There's no canola oil, no soybean oil, no oil that goes straight to yucky life. Okay, guess what? I don't think we need this because I've got about a half a cup left in that jar. So I'm gonna put in a teaspoon of herbs. And to that, I'm gonna add about a quarter of a cup, well, 2 tablespoons. Just less than a quarter of a cup. You know, a quarter of a cup is 2.5 tablespoons, just so you know. And then I'm gonna give a splash of balsamic vinegar. This balsamic vinegar is done with lavender, and there's lavender in my herbs de Provence. And the reason why I don't just use the balsamic is because it is very sugarified. But I want just a splash of sweetness to cut that apple cider vinegar. Woo! I'm gonna taste it. Oh, that is so good. Oh, you guys, that is so good. Okay, so here I have rotisserie chicken that I've shredded, okay? Yes, there's still some skin in there. I think I'm gonna take that out and give that to Bella and Diddley. So we've got eggs, cheese, avocado, mushrooms, broccoli, and our cabbage. And herbs de Provence, some mayo, and some apple cider vinegar with a shot of balsamic vinegar. I'm gonna dress this and toss it and let it sit in the fridge for a couple hours. And that is gonna be our dinner. All right, so I guess my rant is, keto is what you make it. If you go to Wendy's every day and you get a Baconator without a bun, extra mayo, and veggies, that, yeah, technically that is keto. And every once in a while, that happens in this house. You know, we'll have a burger without a bun. You know, Steak and Shake has a triple steak burger for $5, and it comes with yummy vegetables, lettuce, tomato, onion, and those long flat pickles. And you know what? Once every couple months, I will stop at Steak and Shake when I'm out and about and I get hungry and I can't get home. There is no filler in their beef. And it's just like coming home and making my own burger. So it's not that big of a deal. Okay, do I have that every day? No, I don't. Do you know why? Because you don't eat like that every day. You don't eat oatmeal every day. Every day, that's all I eat is oatmeal. Nobody does that. So stop thinking that we on keto are eating burgers and bacon every day, because you know what? You can eat bacon every day for about 2 weeks. And guess what? You're not going to touch bacon again for a really long time because you're going to get tired of it. That's just human nature. But you know what? This is amazing. And this is so simple. I'm not even going to cook it. It's one bowl. It's going to serve all 4 of us tonight. And this is my 1 meal a day. So I have to make sure it's packed with enough fat and protein in it that it's going to give me the dense nutrient base for my body. And I hope that you will do your own research, that you will research ketogenic diets, research Dr. Fung, research Ken Berry, research John Lemansky, listen to Jimmy Moore, listen to the lab work results, okay? Listen and do your own research. Listening to people that benefit from overweight, vulnerable people so desperate to fit in to the social norm of skinny people. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to use that word skinny because I don't think skinny is health. I think skinny is an ideal, and I don't think it's a healthy ideal. So when you look to people who create fear and not education or knowledge, I think you should run like hell, especially when they are offering you products, shakes, pills, and creams and potions. I am offering you whole food, no sugar, no genetically modified grains, and nothing processed. That's what I'm offering you. And I'm offering you to take responsibility for your own health, your own knowledge, and your own education. That is so important to understand, that it is your job to educate you. It is not social media's job to educate you, because, oh my gosh, what a group of we would be, right? Okay, so that is my rant for the day and my dinner all in one. I hope that you have a fabulous day. I hope that all your dreams come true, but I hope you health. I hope and pray and wish you the best health. And if it's sustainable, do it. The keto lifestyle is sustainable for me. I do not miss sugar. Yeah, when I went into the Paris Showcase at Epcot last week, and I went into the patisserie and I saw all those pastries, yeah. Am I missing all that? Yeah. But guess what? I'm missing all the heartache and aches and pains in my joints and the hardening of my arteries after I eat it, right? So it really isn't a temptation for me anymore. They're pretty and they taste good, but that's the 1 minute in your mouth, forever on your hips, that I don't really crave anymore. Yep, I am not skinny, but I am healthier than any skinny woman out there. Check my lab work and you will see. My HDL is through the roof, and my internist said I'm going to live forever. But do I look like the model picture of health? Not yet. But guess what? The model picture of health is changing. And I want you to educate yourself and know what's going on out there. I love you. God bless you. Have a fabulous day, and I'll see you soon.